This is Carl Eller, and you're watching the One Bar and Lepicus Show.
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lepicus Show. I'm One Bar, and the Vikings making a move on the offensive line, signing Timon Parris. Yes, cue the Lion King references. Timon Parris to their practice squad. They had one spot available on the practice squad. That spot is available no more. It is handed to Mr. Parris. We're going to get to know him. We're going to get to know what this means for the Vikings. Yes, it's only a practice squad signing, but you're damn right. We're going to talk about every damn player they bring in. Before we get into that, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's get to 4,500 subs. Also, hit up our Patreon link down below. We are up to 19 Patreon nights. Would love to have a nice 20th. Shout outs, monthly giveaways, and weekly mystery videos. Anybody who is a Patreon. But yes, let's get to know Timon Parris, undrafted free agent, 2018 offensive tackle, 6'6", 320 pounds. He is a big, big boy. He has definitely bounced around the league, but there's a common theme to Mr. Timon Parris, is that there's obviously intrigue here because as soon as he gets cut, other teams pick him up. If there was big gaps in between him getting cut, being undrafted, or being a free agent for a year or two, and also he gets re-signed, that's one thing. But he's gone from the Washington football team to the Falcons to the Browns, back to the Washington football team, two-timer for one team. Again, a good sign. And then most recently with the Dolphins, his theme seems to be he gets cut, and the last cuts, they bring him back to the practice squad. Well, welcome to the Minnesota Vikings practice squad. Timon Parris, small schooler from Stony Brook, dominated at that level. Was coming into the draft, it appears he was probably projected anywhere from round 5 to an undrafted free agent. When you look at his profiles again, everything just kind of points to he's got that big body size, he's got good footwork, but he's raw, he's a little rough around the edges. So he is a guy that definitely probably deserves to be on a practice squad. He's still only 26 years old, just turned 26 in September, so there's still hope for him. He is a guy that's probably looked at as maybe a nice depth piece on the active roster. That's probably his ceiling. Maybe he's a guy that can come in a pinch. He has played in 4 games for Washington, I believe in 2018, maybe it was 2019. But he did get in 4 games, has seen a little bit of action. But look, we're a team that still needs depth on the offensive line with the large amount of practice squad players you can have now. Why not throw a guy like Timon Parris in there? I love the fact that he's 6'6", 320. I love the fact that he's from small school. Small schoolers seem to always have that extra grit. And maybe a year on the practice squad, next year you can come back and compete for an actual spot on this Vikings roster. This also brings up a question whether or not the Vikings are having issues when it comes to injuries as their depth pieces. Maybe Parris is just kind of a backup guy if we need, kind of like the Luke Stalker signing we made a week or 2 ago. So Timon Parris, welcome to the squad. We'll see what he brings, and maybe someday we will see him on the active roster. Remember, subscribe to the channel, hit up that Patreon link. We'll be back later previewing the Cowboys Vikings.